All right, let's get this party started. Get this party started. Oh, honey, I gotta ask you something when you can message me. If you're able to send me a message right now, please do. That way I can try to respond if it sends a notification, because otherwise I can't type in it really. Oh man, this isn't gonna be fun, but I'm gonna try to go this way anyway. Oh, no, no. All right. So as you can see, Sneed Enterprises was built by straight manpower. And here, if you look at Exhibit A, we observe the Batman in its natural habitat within the valley. Ha! And they're all honking and waving. And I mean, I got plenty of fans. Don't get me wrong. I mean, the valley's cool. They do support it. I mean, they show a lot of love. There's good people here. You know, don't get it confused. It's just I don't know. It's some people, I guess, like anywhere, and you take the good with the bad, you know. And I just wish that we could get people on board the right way financially. You know what I mean? And I don't think anybody can feel like that's out of place for me to say that. I mean, I need funding, man. Like I said, did this all out my own pocket for two years plus. Oh, there he goes. Um, 2 years plus going on three. This is my third year. Man, that's crazy. Isn't that crazy, honey? We're gonna have our third year, 3 year anniversary. Man, I'm sorry. I'm super proud. I'm super proud of you, honey, and I'm super proud of myself and us. I'm pretty proud, man, that I've been doing this for two plus going on 3 years. That 3 year anniversary, we better have a whole hoot nanny, a whole shindig. It better be a whole party, honey. Can we do that? Have a big celebration. I haven't had a good birthday in years. Hold on. But yeah, we got to have ourselves our own private party. We'll buy out the bar, buy all the bottles. No, I mean we'll be smart. Like our celebration is like mostly a you and I thing. You know what I mean? And like I said, we'll be able to do things cheap the poor man's way, but we're obviously not going to need to if you can read the title. I mean, this is all real. It's all happening. It's all 100% legit. There we go. We got another one wave, two of them. Uh, they support it. I just think a lot of them don't really understand what's going on. They just see a Batman. And, you know, that comes with the territory. It's going to take time, Um, hopefully more people will find out about the channel and what I'm doing. And it takes time, man. I mean, it has to spread, by word of mouth or whatever, So I just staying focused, man. How many world records are we at today, baby? What was that? 26, right? I think. I think 26 world records, right? How y'all like the logo, right? Like I said, this is my company. All these are my companies. I'm building and compounding businesses like I taught you, like I tried to teach you folks, and you didn't want to listen, right? You wanted to repeat my words, but you didn't want to learn from me and listen, right? You wanted to pretend talk because you felt some way about it because you were phased because you couldn't come close to my success. Hell, nobody can. Nobody can come close to the bat because I'm the Batman and I'm wonderful. Good, great, grand, wonderful. Batman, how's your day going? Good, great, grand, wonderful. Keep it shaking. Ah, but yeah, I mean, it's been a success. You know, being Batman. Ooh, she looks a little upset. She may be a Spider-Man fan who's driving super fast. Said, "Oh, it's that Batman again. That Batman." They're all really. What you find out is that most of the civilians are really undercover supervillains. Hold on. And we're back. But yeah, you realize that a lot of the so-called civilians are really undercover supervillains, evil supervillains. That's right. But at the end of the day, this has been a success. I can't believe it. I can't believe how far that we've come. We've really evolved. I mean, look. Hold on. I mean, look at how far we've come, folks. You know, trying to see something. Um, just look at how far we've come, folks. I mean, you're talking about hell. We're working on our third year as Batman. Look at how far Christina's come. I mean, you've come a long way, honey. You know what Christina survived and went through is equivalent and just like me, if not worse. And she continues to bounce back. It's the truth. She continues to keep pushing. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible. She's a walking miracle like me. I feel like what she went through was harder than anything I've been through, and I've been through a lot. Um, and that's why I just pray for you every day, honey. And I love you, and I just worry about you. I just want you to be okay. But something has told me this entire time that you will be okay. That no matter what, you're going to be fine. And I know you keep me updated and tell me what's going on. It's been an impossible journey. It's been a really hard journey, and you've just been a soldier about it all. So I just want you to know that. Um, and I guess it's because you love me, so it means a lot, because I know that's what gets me through things and gets me through the impossible is when you know who you love and you really truly love someone, you're willing to do anything. So you ain't gonna give up and you ain't gonna stop, no matter how hard it gets. If you're able to keep going, you're gonna keep pushing. So I think that has a lot to do with me and my resilience, and I just think that's the truth. So we have a very beautiful, very true love story, and it's starting to really unfold. And as soon as she's here, people will see it come to actualization. Um, but I just want you to know that I truly am proud of you, and I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I just want you to know that from me to you that you're amazing. You're the most amazing woman I've ever seen, and I love you more than anything. And truly proud to call you mine, and you're all I've ever wanted and all I would ever want. And it's just the truth. Nobody could come close to you, honey, or walking in your shoes. And that's the truth. You know what I mean? And I've always felt that way. Um, but yeah, the figure that you see on your screen is real. Like I said, we should be guaranteed that no matter what. She's going to keep pushing, keep negotiating. They got to give her a lot more, man. I think it might end up being over 70 million, and that's what I told her. And she was like, "Wow, really?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think so. I think whatever they're telling you makes sense. I mean, if you could keep pushing, why not? You know what I mean? Of course, you want to get what we deserve, what you deserve, and you deserve a lot. I wasn't there. I don't really know what all has transpired at all or what happened. I wish that I did, but from what I've heard, what you said and what you told me, I mean, it's not right. It's not right at all. Um, and I definitely feel some way about it on another level. So just know that I love you and I'm here for you every step of the way. And I'm just really sorry, that you've had to go through all this. Truly, that's just truly the way I feel. It's hard. It's hard watching it. Um, and I don't know if that has somewhat to do with why you don't want me seeing everything. Maybe you don't want me to have to see everything going on. I don't know, but I do want to know what's happening. I care about you, and I want to know what's going on. I want to know that you're okay. So just know that I love you with all my heart and soul, and that's the truth. And I always will, forever. And that's all that really matters to me. That you know that, and that you love me, and that's the truth. Um, but yeah, I just feel like it's all God. That's what I told her. I just feel like it's always God. It's always been God. I feel like it's all about God. Um, and that's the thing that I'm really coming to the realization of, and what I'm, accepting and working on accepting, and none of it's been easy. People think that faith is easy. Faith is never easy. Faith was never an easy thing. It's not an easy thing now, but it's the only option, and it just makes sense. I just see it all as God at work. I believe in God. I believe in God's promise. No matter what it looks like, it's looked horrible. Uh, you know, uh, you can't say it any other way. I mean, it's looked horrible. I mean, it looks pretty bad still right now. But like, you know, that's the point. I mean, faith is to believe without seeing sometimes, and I have seen. He's shown me, man. God has shown me a million times. He's been there for me. He's helped me, man. He's done a lot for me. I feel like every blessing I've ever had in my life, all of it is thanks to him. God is the creator, and that's just what I choose to believe, that God is in control no matter what. That's why I don't worry. I'm not making mistakes. I'm standing up for myself. And, if I'm in the right through and through, I mean, it is what it is. I heard something yesterday. Hold on. I heard something yesterday that really put it in words, perspective, and it said it, which in layman's terms, it basically said this: like, when God is with me and I have the shield of God, God is my shield. No matter what happens, because we come up against this evil in different forms. They're setting every little, trap for me, just like they did Jesus Christ. They are finding every way. to try to pretend they're doing a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. That's all the enemy. That's all Satan. That's all the devil. That's all, like you said, the lies of the devil. That's all them trying to create these situations. Like I said, they want me locked up. They don't want me to have my freedom. They want to throw everything in my path. They want to try to stop me. I'm the son of God. You understand? I'm the second coming of Christ. And people don't understand, that this all had to happen. Like I said, the devil possessed my own family members, people around me. I've seen the devil in these people's eyes around me before. Okay, several times, several different people. I exorcise demons without trying. My life is not normal. It never has been, but it is real, and it does exist, and it is happening. And I can't explain it all, but I do the best I can. And it's what they did with Jesus Christ. He said, he cried out to God, and I do every day. He said, God, and I'll say the same thing, God, please give me the strength. Please come down here and defend me. Please help me. I'm walking the same exact walk. Please help me and you know, comfort me and just help me, give me the strength I need to get through this. To stand up to these people and these demons and win. You know what I mean? Just help me. You know what I mean? Help me to win. I see the moves that Satan makes, and that's the thing. There's no patience with Satan. We don't tolerate Satan in this country. This is God's country. We don't tolerate Satan in this planet, in this world. This is God's world. You understand? No, we don't have to act some way. No, we don't have to be patient and nice with you. No, we don't. No, those days are over. And that's what this is about for me. I feel like, they say we go to, what, with the principalities and the spiritual stuff and all that. Yes, but at some point, God has to turn the tables. At some point, God has to say enough is enough. The devil, you've had your time period. You've had your time, man. You had your time. You did your worst. You did the best that you could, straight up. You did the best that you could with the short time that you had, which felt like forever, right? It felt like forever we done watched these evil folks get blessed, hasn't it? It felt like forever we done watched the devil almost win or look like he was winning. It took forever for all these fake rappers to act like they was rich. It took forever for all these unrighteous, unjustified people that are so hypocritical and it's unreal want to say they're the people of God, and you're nowhere close. You're not the people of God. You're in modern day slavery. All of you. We live in a country that kisses up to other cultures and groups that ain't even from here. They come here, they get all the opportunity. Hasn't the devil had his time? Haven't you? You enjoyed your fake wealth that wasn't yours, your unearned money. You didn't work a day in your life, none of you. You had all this money, and now it's the wealth transfer. The wealth of the wicked is coming to me, coming to us, coming to Christina and I. Boy, ain't that about a you know what? You had your time, man. You had plenty of time, man. I don't watch this half my life. I've watched it for years. All these evil folks doing evil. These people actually being able to make money, make a career. It's like out here. That's the thing. Y'all don't understand. You can rig everything for you. You can make it one-sided like you have. You can be unfair as you could be like down here. It's America, period. People are just unfair everywhere. People want to congregate behind your back and point the finger because they're cowardly and they're scared of you. That's what they've done with me my whole life. Because I'm a real man, but I'm what my dad raised and I'm what my dad told me to be. And I'm going to be what my dad made. I'm going to be what God made me to be and the man that God made me to be. No matter how the world feels about it or what punishment the world brings me or what they offer me, I'm going to continue to be who I am, which is a straight gangster with no limits who doesn't care. I will tell you reality. I will tell you what time it is. I will tell you what I do for a living, what I do, and the one function I serve on this planet, what I've done my entire life, and what my dad created. A monster. Why? Because he loved me. To make sure that I can protect myself from all of you. To make sure I can take care of myself. Not just take care of myself, but take care of Christina. Take care of my girlfriend and future wife. Take care of the kids that we're going to have. Take care of all these people. I got chosen to carry the torch. I got chosen. God already told me. He just spoke to me recently and told me I got chosen. We got chosen, Christina and I, to deliver generational wealth. I am the person within my family, and Christina is the one within hers that got chosen and picked to divvy up the generational wealth correctly, to give these future generations and our kids a chance to make it, a real chance. And not just a chance, but to make sure they never have to worry about money ever again. And that's the way it should be. You know what I mean? And that's what adults do. That's what good people do. God chose me because I have struggled. God chose me because I don't care about money. You can see it written all over me. I don't care. That's why I don't have that much of a reaction. I don't know how to react. I don't know how to process money. I just don't. I never have. It's just money. I think that yeah, I'll feel it. I'll be jumping for joy a little more when she's here. It's more about her. I'm not focused on the money. I'm focused on making sure my girlfriend is okay. That's just the truth. So people can't tell me I'm not genuine. I don't care about the money. I think that's super cool. I think that I think I'll feel it more when you're here and I realize, okay, like we have tons of money to work with. That's cool. But that's it. I'm happy and excited because I want you to be with me. And that's the part right now is I've been really sad because it's hard. It's hard not knowing if I'm going to make it. It's hard not knowing if I'm going to even get to that point. That's the hard thing I'm going through. So I hope that I do. With every fiber of my being, I do. But I also realize that there's nothing in my control or my hands. Hell, my life hasn't been in my hands this entire time. It's in God's hands. Like I said, I've been going through it physically horribly. I'm doing the best I can. I mean, I go through serious, serious pain and suffering. None of you could imagine. None of you. Nobody. You don't. Nobody feels what I feel. They don't have a name for what I'm going through. What happened to me, like I said, when these folks called Seton Hospital, is unheard of. I'm a walking conundrum and I'm an enigma. I'm a walking immortal being. There's no other way I could have survived, much less made it this far. Do you understand? See, people don't understand. You don't get what you're seeing. See, they think they're seeing just some typical white boy. You're seeing a guy that's not only surviving something that's impossible every day, but who's possibly regenerating all the time, number one. And number two, who that's why I go through the pain and suffering because it's so much. It's not even you can't withstand it, but I'm so strong with the power of God, with the Holy Spirit within me that I do every day. That's what y'all don't see. Y'all, there's so much of this, parts of me, things that people don't get to see because there's no way to show you. It's just something I go through internally. It's different. You know, folks don't get the miracle that I am, the miracle that I witness myself go through every day. The miracle that I see when God continues to just let me continue to go and make it. And then much less to try to bless me beyond belief. And again, I got these other chances in life. I was so surprised when I got the last chance. When I got money the last time I got money, and it was quite a bit, wasn't nothing close to this, what we're discussing or talking about or looking at, but it was money and it was quite a bit. It was more than a lot of you ever will see or make, right? And man, I was surprised then, you know. And no, I feel like I did deserve it. I feel like I earned it and I deserved it 100%. I think I earned it and deserved it every time. I think if I didn't deserve it, God wouldn't have given it to me. I think that God feels I'm deserving no matter what because he loves me and he knows where my heart is at. So it's all I need, man. I need one more chance from God with God. I truly do. That's what I need. You know what I mean? all the other aspects, the darkness and all that, well, then it just goes to show that God is not afraid of darkness, that darkness is not evil. Batman is the shadows, is the night, is darkness. Um, it just goes to show you'll find God in some mysterious places, brother. You understand? Like, that's what folks don't get. God is everywhere. God has to be in the darkest places. That's what I am, the light in the darkest places. God has to be there, right? That's where he's going to be able to save people and make a difference, right? Hold on. So, yeah, like I said, none of these folks is me. None of these folks out here is me. Like I said, I'm just saying the truth. They ain't do nothing for me. These people have enough resources. They think they rich. None of them are close to where I was before. Even when I was out here, they're nowhere close. They're nowhere close to me now because I'm still wealthy in equity. But other than that, no, I ain't got nothing. I don't have much, and that's perfectly okay. It's okay with me too. I'm content with that. But the point is, God is trying to bless me and give me everything and more. And I mean, look at what people tell me. People be like, "Man, I can't believe you walk that much. Like, how do you do that?" Like, imagine how much I've walked. God's gonna let me rest and hop in a jacuzzi finally at some point here. You know what I mean? God is gonna say, enough is enough. He told me he's coming to snatch me out of the chaos. Today he sent me a message, download. It's in that video. I sent it to Christina. It says everything is gonna be okay. I listen to God, man. That's what y'all don't get. I don't listen to nobody else. I listen to God. I listen to Christina, and that's it. Them two, and that's it. That's my circle, God and Christina. So, like I said, I just think it's funny. I think folks is funny because they're all so evil, and they will really use their mind to tell themselves that I'm not doing everything right. I'm doing it all right, brother. You're doing it all wrong. All y'all going to these 9 to 5s, like I said, you make money through the universal laws of karma. And when you let go and you quit caring about money, that's when God will bless you. God is going to bless someone with pure intentions. You don't do good deeds expecting something back like the Woffords, like Mr. Wofford. You don't do that or you'll never get anything. You have to do good deeds because it makes you happy. That's what I did. See, I paid everybody's bills. I paid everybody's taxes. I took care of kids that weren't mine. I did everything for everybody. I took folks to Schlitterbahn every single day I could. I gave people half my money. I did everything possible. And because I'm a good person, because I'm a nice person, because I have a true good heart and I'm a pure soul and it's nothing but pure love over here, period. Right? Um, because of that, because God knows my heart and who I am, I already know he's going to reward me. Remember in the church group when I told y'all folks, we sat down, I told y'all my story towards the end, the actual truth of it, and I told you, I looked you right in your eye, one of them, I think it was, it doesn't matter, it was one of them over there. And I told both of them, two guys, I told them, said, nah, bro, I said, I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm going to be filthy rich. I'm going to have so much money, it's unbelievable. And if you just listen to me and look, you could tell I'm not joking. You could tell I just know. And how do I know? Because God already told me. So when folks think they want to take everything and change it, I say God is talking to me, they think they have an answer. You need to stop that, man. That's exactly why y'all in the predicament you in. Don't ever question God. You understand? You don't question God and you don't question reality. This is why you're on the predicament you're in. You know how many corrupt officials, okay, and corrupt police are being arrested as we speak? Do you understand how many of these companies are getting shut down? No, it's just the truth. Everything I said, I stand on. It's 100% fact. I just told you all reality of what's coming, which is the karmic storm. I mean, I think God's going to shut down these companies. I don't think I'm going to have to do anything. I think God is going to continue to do what he's doing. I'm seeing headlines every day. millions of them. I'm talking tons of corrupt officials. I must have seen at least three yesterday, and that's a lot for one day. And that's just what I saw. I mean, we're talking corruption is actually being stopped. And it's because of what I've done, because I'm changing the world, because what I'm doing is having a ripple effect. And it's not only made a real difference here, it's making a real difference all over the world. And the internet is a hell of a thing because people all over the world are watching me. You think I'm not aware of this? I know. So, you know, that's the thing, to give up or stop for what? I never gave up in nothing in my life, and I'm not going to start now. I refuse. You know what I mean? I refuse, no matter what the cost. Today I didn't even feel like I was going to make it. I'm going through a lot, like real stuff, physically. So, you know, I just, I do my best. Um, I was probably stronger today than I maybe ever been or been in a while. Not so much with the lifts. It was wet out there, so I was trying to kind of be careful about that because I don't want to slip. It's happened before, so that's why I didn't really want to mess with that too much today. But and I still did them because I got a lot of heart and courage. But we'll wait till it dries and then I'll get back into that. Everything else, 200 inertia pull-ups with the armor of God. That's the 25th world record. And then I did, what was it, 120 dips with the armor of God on. And if you watch the video, um, I mean, it's right there with a minute. It might be under a minute, but it's right there. If not, it's just a little over. I mean, that's incredible, dude. That's incredible. And technically, that's another world record, but we don't have to call them all. We keep that one our little secret. I be making world records all the time that I don't even call out because it's just pointless to me. I want it to just be a standalone record and that's it, not about what time and this and that. These are all tangible. You can go back, research all my videos. They're all facts. You know what I mean? Real talk. So, you know, hold on. But yeah, that's absolutely incredible. I mean, 120 dips with the armor of God on, 200 inertia pull-ups with the armor of God on. And it looked like I was doing them like more than inertia pull-ups, like they were straight up pull-ups, a lot of them. So it's just incredible. The strength is on another level. I know how to do this. I know how to bring it out of me and wake it up, what's dormant, and I know how to move. And I think folks be trying to figure it out. Like, I'm not giving you game and giving you knowledge no more. Nobody. None of you. You don't just get to you could ask me questions, whatever, all day. You don't get this knowledge. I already have it, bro. I already know how to do these things. I already know how to wake up Christ consciousness within me. I know how to do these things for real. Do you understand that? That's the thing people don't get. I'm pretty positive. And if not, well, I sure do know a lot. I definitely have some secrets. They come from God. I'm not giving God's knowledge away for free. Hell no. Hell no. And it ain't just knowledge. It doesn't matter because y'all could never do what I do because you're not built like this. You know what I mean? Like straight up. It's pure willpower. It's me. It's all me. So that's why God chose me. He said, that's my chosen one. But I give all credit and glory to God always because he's who's doing it. I couldn't do it if it wasn't for him. That's truly what I believe and how I feel. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of you're being convenient about things. You want to call yourself a chosen one, but you have to earn that title, sir. Are y'all really chosen? Stop copying this like it's an internet fad. This isn't an internet fad, brother. This is a real thing. I mean, if you're chosen, we would know by now. You see what I'm saying? Are you famous? Are you doing what I'm doing? Let's get real for a minute. There's folks that want to act like they're of God, but you're sitting there faking it till you make it. To be chosen, we gonna know if you chosen or not. Trust me, it's gonna be very clear, like it is with me. There is no chosen ones. There's a chosen one. The number one is not plural. Please stop that nonsense. Okay? There's a chosen one, me. If y'all want to be chosen, well, I haven't seen it yet. Step up to the plate and let's see it. So that's number one, right? Number two, what else? Um, I mean, I'm just saying, like, folks got to really understand. Like, I'm glad I inspire people, but stop trying to make it cute. Stop trying to fit it to customize and custom your needs, right? Start just being real with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to be something, work to be it. Can't nobody tell you you not chosen if you are. Can't nobody tell you you not something if you are. But if you are, prove it. Don't sit there looking cute and doing nothing. Prove it. You know what I mean? Just because you go to the gym and you do this and that and you pose, that means nothing. It's just like I told my homeboy. These dudes like Jake Paul and all these dudes, they're not boxers. They couldn't hold a candle to me, dude. You're talking about putting somebody in there who's arguably way better than Bruce Lee, somebody who's on Shaolin monk level, if not higher. Okay, like literally. I mean, do you think a Shaolin monk could defeat me? No, no, he couldn't. No, they couldn't. Trust me. So, I mean, look, this dude's gonna time how he does things. So, at the end of the day, let them do what they do, bro. I could care less, man. The difference between you and I is I actually live within this reality. I actually occupy reality, right? And I'm living it. I and am actually standing up for what's right and what's actually going on. See what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of folks, they on some straight delusional stuff. All of you. That's why I tell folks to come see me, because y'all ain't even making sense. This hiding behind the computer stuff got to stop, man. This is why people don't make no sense today. None of you. But it's all good because I could care less. Because that's only going to affect you. See what I'm saying? I ain't trying to see none of y'all. Talk to you for what? Ain't none of that going on over here. You know what I mean? You folks know what it is. You know what I mean? No fly zone. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I mean, we going to get our money. Feel me? So my job is to keep on ticking, keep on standing up for what's right. Just like Christina told me today, keep on telling these folks the truth. She said you have to, because that's what God wants, is truth tellers, right? No matter what, stand up, truth at all costs. Feel me? Like I said, I'm glad that people draw inspiration from me and all that, but you're all missing the whole point. Is what I'm trying to say. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. You're not listening. You're not learning from me. You're just sitting there watching and, oh, that's cool. I want to be like that. Well, then actually try it. Instead of just talking, try. You don't got to be a superhero. Just try to actually do what you're seeing me do. You understand? Like, try to figure it out. Use your mind. Wake up. Realize that God is the way, truly, and the only way. That's what I'm saying. Folks be saying things, like, well, without God, we're all nothing. And, well, that's not true. No, we are not nothing. That's not how God feels either. So that's what I'm saying. It's just folks be translating things to their own mission statement that's false. They translate it to their own determination, to their own human understanding, and that's why y'all can't understand any of these things. One thing God taught me is don't lean on human understanding. I'm not God. I don't know how God thinks, but I just try to pay attention, and I feel that I definitely am interpreting things. I'm not trying to understand everything. I just let God be God. You know what I mean? It's not my job. So it is what it is, man. Knowledge is power. You don't want too much of it, believe me. That's not a good thing. So at the end of the day, I had a great day today. Like I said, I probably got some more videos to upload. Did great, went hard. We'll see what the check total is. Let me see if it's updated. Hold on. I don't know how that's all that we're at, but it's claiming that we're at $77 and some change, so fairly decent. So we're gonna have to get it going, man. I don't know what's up, man. Like I should be above that. We should be on a whole nother level. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to make this happen, but like I said, either way, that's almost to $80. We've got we're on the 23rd right now. We got 31 days in the month. We got about a week. Phone plans paid. I did that all on my own. Like I said, these folks ain't helped me. They ain't done nothing for me, right? All they do is just sit there behind the scenes and whatever, do these weird actions that ain't saying nothing and are irrelevant. Like I said, it is what it is. All this is documented. It's going to be brought up in court. I have huge lawsuits coming against companies, restaurants, all sorts of different folks. Okay. This is what we're guaranteed. You're now talking to a rich guy. It's Christina and I for life, for eternity, forever. That's what it is, period. And yeah, you're now talking to a rich guy. You're now talking to someone who, I mean, her and I are about to be sitting on millions of dollars, guaranteed. So, like I said, do what you do. And no, it means that you should help and donate more to get me to the point that I need to be at to build this company because I don't have the money yet. It's going to take a minute still. So, I mean, let's go. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Like I said, you folks had an opportunity to be genuine, right? And that's what they do. They're convenient. They want to turn around. Oh, I'm going to send them $5 here and there at the last minute. We support you. You don't support me now, and you never supported me. You're not fooling anyone. Whatever you're doing, I mean, do what you're doing. I could care less. It's irrelevant, and that's what it is. None of you have an identity. Okay. I don't deal with folks who don't exist. Okay. I'm not your friend. This is what I do for a career. When you donate, you're just doing your job. So, like I said, that's what y'all need to do. You need to do your job. All right. Other than that, like I said, nah, nobody was genuine. Nobody helped. Not one person yet. Nobody even got me a bicycle. Nobody did nothing. When we get our money, I'm not giving y'all nothing. I'm not giving anybody in this neighborhood no money. I'm not giving none of y'all no money. I'm not giving nobody nothing. You gets nothing. Sorry. Nope. Not happening. Because nobody did nothing for me. And that's not right. That's not right to reward behavior like that. So maybe y'all need an attitude adjustment. You ever think of that? Maybe y'all need to change. You know what I mean? We'll see how excited these companies are, you know, about pretending they challenging my authority when we get all this bread and all this money and millions of dollars. We'll see then if you're talking in the same energy that you were typing before. Okay. Because, like I said, money talks and everything else walks. And like I said, I shut down corporations for a living. I want all of corporate America to be shut down. I'm calling for defunding of every police department in this country. We don't need them. They're corrupt. They don't do their job. They serve no purpose. They're cowards and they're afraid to get in the mix. We don't need them. We have Batman. I think the future 100% will be nothing but vigilante justice. And I'm becoming a necessary thing. You understand? Because there's too much going on. I'm seeing the headlines all over YouTube. There's too much going on in the world. We need Batman. It's that simple. And I think that this is the future. I think I am the future. And I think y'all don't understand the paradigm shift that's taking place here. The whole world is about to change. We're no longer following your rules. We make the rules. Again, I'm Tyree Sneed. I'm the CEO of all my companies, and I am your new government. And I am the leader of this movement. And I am a true revolutionary. You understand? So, like I said, it is what it is. We're here to change the world, whether anyone likes it or not. You can do whatever you think you can do. Your system don't have no answers for me no more, Duke. I tell you what it is and how I feel, and I talk to you how I want. This is Sparta. Oh, I'm not playing. This is literally Sparta. So, like I said, when folks want to talk crazy, whatever, they want to do things, they want to keep saying, oh, this and that, and emailing and typing. That's all good. We gonna keep on responding to all of that. You understand? We ready to go whenever, whatever, wherever. You feel me? No more of this acting like we not who we are while everybody hides on the internet, man. Like real talk, bro. How come y'all can't just, talk the right way? Quit talking online, bro. You know what I mean? And don't play with folks' money. That's common sense, bro. So, like I said, let's get this website paid, man. Like I said, I'm still asking. These people don't get it, man. You're just doing it to yourselves, man. You know what I mean? This stuff where you don't want to help and don't want to support. It ain't help. I don't need your help. Bro, the only self-made trillionaire ever existed. I've been rich forever. I don't need nobody's help. Never did. Never asked nobody for nothing this entire time. Like I said, no, there was never help. I never got any help. No, it's called making a living. This is a business. I provide a service. See what I'm saying? No, y'all need to do your part, but it's all good if you don't want to do your part. No problem. We got a response for that too. Okay, it is what it is, and it's all good because guess what? Everybody in for a real rude awakening. We're gonna get all this money. We're gonna have over $12 million. Bro, quit talking to me, man. Y'all know what it is. All right, easy.